guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I'm going to be doing my ranking every championship team start to the season, as we are pretty much, most teams are 10 games in, going into the first international break of this season, and then the next one will be the World Cup, so it is interesting. But yeah, it's going to be fascinating. We've got all the teams here, so we'll go through this. We've got a brilliant start, a good start, an average start, it's not a good start, all right, an underachieved start, and an awful start. I think you know where one team's definitely going to be in the awful start. But should we, and also, we're not going to be like just saying this based on their position, we're going to be saying it based on the team. So let's say Sheffield United are last. Oh no, it will be an awful start. Oh no, I mean like, let's say Wigan 23rd. Not going to be like it's an awful start because it is Wigan. We've got to look at the team, and then yeah, you'll see. Should we start off though with the first team, which is Middlesbrough, currently sitting in the relegation zone in 22nd with 10 points. 2 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses this season. So it's not been a brilliant start, and they've had an awful start. As simple as that. And you saw last season. You expected them to do so much better. You expected them to do so much better, and I'm just disappointed. I am just very disappointed in Middlesbrough. I expected a lot more. Just a better start in general for Middlesbrough. Last season they were kicking off. They were brilliant last season. I think they finished 8th or something like that last season. Brilliant from Middlesbrough. But yeah, for me, an awful start. Moving on to Swansea, who sits 16th. Honestly, that's pretty much where they end up most times in the season. So for me, it's an average start. Nothing, not an underachieved start, because they usually finish around 16th. So it's an average start. It's not like it's not a brilliant start, but it's not a good start at all. But yeah, currently sitting quite deep down. So yeah, it's an average start. Moving on to Blackburn, and for me, this is a good start, not a brilliant start. At one time they were first, 3 wins on the bounce, or 3 or 4 wins on the bounce. They do not like to draw. They have not drawn yet this season. 5 wins and 5 losses, so pretty even in that sense. They are level on points with 5th, so 7th, 6th, and 5th are all in the same amount of points. So honestly, Blackburn, not a bad start. But it's not a brilliant start. It's not in the playoffs yet, and they probably should be. Moving on to Millwall. Just again, Mill have not been brilliant this season. 4 wins, to be fair, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. Sit 13th. It's an average start. They sit 13th mid-table. Honestly, I didn't really expect too much of Millwall. I think they had a very good end to last season. But this season they have not been, fantastic. It's been average. They only just beat us 3-2. So, it's not been brilliant for Millwall, but it's an average. It's not like an underachieved start. They really are expected to be in that range of, mid-table. So yeah, moving on to Stoke, 14th. Again, another one, an average start. They have not been brilliant at all. Not looked cracking. Again, Stoke. Stoke again have not been fantastic. Only 3 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. Yeah, not brilliant. Moving on to Bristol City, who's at 9th. It's a good start for Bristol City. I think they had 1 loss, and they've just dropped down all the way to 9th. And honestly, that's not great for Bristol. Honestly, they were really good. They were 4th or 5th, I think. So they were looking very good. That would have been a brilliant start for Bristol. They've dropped down into 9th, so I can't really say brilliant start. It's been a good start, and at times brilliant. Bristol have been brilliant this season. 4 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses. So they've also got more goals than conceded, so that's good for them. Positive goal difference. only 1 point off playoffs as well. So not bad at all for Bristol. Very, very good start. Moving on to Hull City. Honestly, it's not looking good. They were looking very good they were looking very good in the first 5 games, I think it was. They were looking very good. But now they're underachieving. Honestly, in the first season is where you secure yourself in the championship, stay up, and then you push. They haven't really done that this season. I think they started very well. Now they've become underachieving. You can see what they can do. They just haven't done it much. So for me, Hull have not looked fantastic. How many wins? 3 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. It's not awful, but they've been dragged down in recent performances. They are winless in 4, so that's pretty rough. And Hull aren't looking brilliant. Moving on to Sheffield United, top of the table, by 3 points ahead of Norwich. It has to be a brilliant start. You can't put a good start. You have to put brilliant start. They're top of the table. It's a brilliant start for Sheffield United. 7 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. They are looking strong, Sheffield United. I know. I can see them. 4 wins in a row now. 4 wins on the trot. I can really see them not surviving, they're promoted. I think they can be at least in the top 2. They are 5 points clear of 3rd in Reading. So, yes, United, brilliant start. Moving on to Coventry City. I don't know where I'm putting Cov. I'm not going to be an underachieving start. It's been an awful start. 3 games in, winless in 7. 7 games in, winless in 7. 3 points out of 7 games, 3 draws and 4 losses. It's not, looking great. It's one hand, it's actually quite tough to watch Coventry recently. We just can't win. I don't know what's going on. We just can't win. We haven't even looked bad. We get chances. We create chances. We just can't really seem to take them. So I am. I need that light. I'm annoyed because I think we should be doing better than we are, and I think we deserve a little bit better than we are. We are doing. So it is what it is. But moving on to QPR. Wow, it's been a brilliant start, isn't it? No, it's been a good start. No, they're in the playoffs though. You can't really say having a good start if they're in the playoffs. It's been a brilliant start. QPR, I think this is what QPR will do. They'll drop off towards the end of the season. QPR, Blackburn, Sunderland, and Reading. Then those 4 teams who are in the playoffs will drop dramatically by the end of the season. You look at them now; they're in the playoffs. They'll drop. Well, Blackburn aren't, but they'll drop. Rotherham will drop. Bristol probably drop. And I think the likes of Millwall's, the Coventry City actually we could. But Watford could come up there as well. So we have 3 games in hand. I keep saying this. We win those 3 games in hand. 6, 9, 12. We will be only 3 points off playoffs, so you can't really say anything to us. For me, QPR are having a brilliant start. Moving on to Cardiff, this underachieving start to the season. Not strong, not looking good. It's not average, that's the thing. It's not an average start. It's been an underachieving start for Cardiff. I think they should be doing better than they are. 11 points out of 10 games. They should be doing better. They should be doing so much better than they are. But moving on to West Brom, an awful start. Again, for me, another team who should be doing so much better than they are. Again, a poor start. Honestly, they're 21st, same amount of points, only 2 goal difference are stopping West Brom and Middlesbrough. 3 goal difference is stopping West Brom being in relegation zone. 7 draws. 1 win, 7. They've won 1 all season. That's better than us, but we have 3 games in hand on them. So yeah, West Brom aren't looking great. They've been an awful start. For Reading, on the other hand, honestly, the best start you can possibly think of, and a team you did not expect to be, in or around the playoffs, let alone in or around, top 2 going into 10 games, going into their first international break, sits 3rd on 18 points, 2 points off automatics. Unbelievable start. Reading have just 6 wins and 4 losses. Again, a team who doesn't like to draw. It's only them and Blackburn who haven't drawn this season, and you can see why they're in and around the playoffs. Well, Reading are in and around the automatic. So well done to Reading. Brilliant start. Moving on to Burnley, and again, it has to be a brilliant start in the playoffs. You can't really say they're not having a brilliant start. Well, you expected them to probably be like around first, not 6 points off first. So they are still in and around first, but yeah, it's not looking great. It's looking very good for Burnley. I think when Vincent Kompany starts to really understand this Burnley team, they've only lost 1 all season. That's there as well. 4 wins and 5 draws. Mainly the draws are dominating Burnley. But yeah, if they can try and turn those draws into wins, even they're still winning a lot of games, 4 wins still, but if they can just turn a few games where I think they should win. Blackpool, they should have held on. They won that game, they would have been 3rd. 19 points. I think there was another game, West Brom, they didn't concede late there. That's another 3 points. That'll be another 21. They'll be in the automatic. So a few games there where they probably shouldn't have dropped points, but yeah, it's one is for Burnley, but they are having a brilliant start. Moving on to Watford, it's an average start. It's not a good start. You expect Watford to be in the playoffs now, not 10th. It's looking very poor for Watford. I just don't really know what's going on with Watford. It's been a very average and poor start. It could even go to the category of underachieving, but that was if they were in the bottom half, that would be the case. Moving on to Sunderland, again, a brilliant start. That's 5th. How was Sunderland 5th? What lost? They lost. Oh yeah, they've won 4, drawn 3, lost 3. They won more games than drawn and lost. So well into Sunderland, they're looking very strong, and yeah. All right, moving on to Norwich. Yeah, it's a brilliant start again. Their 2nd automatics. They'll probably stay around there all season. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Norwich can carry on, but I think they can. Yeah. All right, moving on to Birmingham. It's an average start, isn't it? Another average start for Birmingham. And that's probably where you think they'll be around. So yeah, it's been decent for Birmingham. Picked up a few wins, 3 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses, not a bad record, 12 points, 2 points off relegation. So they need to pick up a few points. But yeah, good start. Moving on to Preston, average. Not looking brilliant, are they, Preston? Their draws have ended, and now they're losing a few games. 2 wins, 6 draws, and 2 losses. So honestly, if they can turn a few of those draws into wins this start of the season, they'll be looking so good. Yes, I'm pretty poor for Preston. Moving on to Luton. It's a good start for Luton. No, an average start again. Mid-table. So recently they've been picking up a few points, 3 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. So they've been picking up a few points here and there. So it's not awful. All right, moving on to Wigan. Sit 12th. For me, this is one of those where it's a good start. It's a good start for Wigan. No, I just don't really. I don't know. It's a good start for Wigan. 12th. You expect them to be around 20th. Somewhere around that stretch. So very good start for Wigan. Moving on to Blackpool, who sit in 19th actually. So very For me, it's underachieving. It could be an average start, but for me, it's underachieving. And they could be doing a lot better than they are. So yeah, it's unlucky for Blackpool. They picked up 3 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws. Nothing awful, but yeah. Moving on to Huddersfield. Yeah, an awful start. Honestly, an awful start. It's not been brilliant, is it? So 23rd, 7 points. We've got a game in hand. Even if they do that, they'll be around, in the relegation zone. So yeah, it's not looking good for Huddersfield. And then moving on to the last team, Rotherham. Yeah, good start. Very good start. It's nearly brilliant, but it's a good start. So yeah, that wraps up the video. As you can see there, Sheffield United, QPR, Reading, Burnley, Sunderland, and Norwich all in a brilliant. Blackburn, Bristol, Wigan, and Rotherham in good. Swansea, Millwall, Stoke, Watford, Birmingham, Preston, Luton all in average. Hull, Cardiff, and Blackpool in underachieving, and Middlesbrough, Coventry, West Brom, and Huddersfield all in awful. So yeah, that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And road to 150 subscribers. Can we get there? See you guys later. Bye.